welcome back to Just Being Booky. This is the first video that I've recorded in a while, which I think last week or whatever, you will have heard me say the same thing because I think I filmed one video after getting back from vacation, and then I had summer dance intensives and completely got off track again for another month. But I am back now and I've got plenty of plans. I am very much excited to start recording regularly again. And welcome back into my next video. So, this week we're going to be doing 2 reviews in one video. That's right, because I suddenly started getting right back into reading again because I've been on kind of a slump, but I am back in multiple ways than one. And so these 2 books were read in like the span of 48 hours. Yeah, when I tell you I got back in, I definitely got back in. But anyway, I do not think I will be doing, if you know me, I usually do a spoiler-free and a spoiler review. I do not think that I will be doing a spoiler review for these ones, just because I don't really have much more to add to them that would be a spoiler alert, especially because some of the things in them I wouldn't necessarily want to be talking about, like out loud discussion. I don't know. We'll get into that. First, which one should I start with? That's a good question. Hold on. I'm messaging one of my best friends right now, and they just asked what I'm up to, and I'm about to tell them that I'm recording a video. And if they say, oh my gosh, keep recording your video, do not message me, I am going to call them out. And they better not say that, because I'm going to message them anyway. This is very important. They are very important. Anyway, if you know who you are, you know who you are. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to start with, you know what, let's just go in the order that I did it, because if I was doing 2 separate videos for this, I would have done it anyway in that order. Oh, and if you happen to notice, my hair is extra defined and curly at the moment because I tried out a new product that my mom got that she wasn't particularly a fan of for herself, but it actually is making it very less poofy and inconsistent so far. So I'm really liking that. Anyway, this is not a hair care tutorial video, this is a double book review. So, The Tomb by S.A. Bodine, author of The Compound. I have no idea what that book is. I would say, hold on, let me refresh my brain. I'd say overall, this was a pretty good book. I would probably rate it around 3.5 stars out of 5. Like, it wasn't, like, epic, but I did enjoy it, and it was very well written. I do have a couple nitpicks, though, and a warning. If you like this book, warning that it ends on a cliffhanger. It was released in, please hold, 2018. There have not been any books by this author since, and no word of a sequel. So, read at your own risk, because yes, you may enjoy it, but you probably will not get to where you want to know the things, and I don't think that there's going to be a sequel. So that sucks. But, so basically, the generalistic of this, I'm pretty sure this is not any less or more than is given as it is. Yeah, so basically, there's these kids, well, there's adults too, but I think the kids are the ones that don't know everything or the truth as usual, but it gets better. Just wait. So basically they are unknowingly living in a virtual reality, and so they think that they're living their lives normally on Earth, and it's an ancient civilization of Earth instead of the modern civilization. More details on that. Why? In the book. And so eventually they find out that they are not living where they thought they were, or really living at all, because it was a virtual reality and they are literally in deep space. Like, just floating out there. Reasons are somewhat to be uncovered in here. Again, it does leave out a lot to be desired because it ends on a cliffhanger. They think there's supposed to be a sequel, but I don't think it's happening. which really sad. But we'll say there are some, I don't know, death related things in here, and a little eerie at a couple of points. And well, I mean, it's young adult, but generally speaking, eerie is not what I would typically read, and so it kind of got me a little off. I do like some thriller, like, I don't know. I just wasn't really expecting it because I didn't see anything in the content warnings. So I think I would have been okay if I'd been expecting it. Oh. Random thought. Well, it's not random. It's very much related. But you know how people listen to these music ambience things while they read? Well, I never have done that before, or never had, hint, had done that before, because I thought it would detract too much from the reading for me personally. Oh boy, was I wrong. I got music for reading the tomb. Oh my gosh. I literally felt like I was one of the characters in the story, the character learning the things. And because they were in an ancient civilization, some of the newer stuff, well, I mean, waking up in a spaceship, you're going to be confused about some stuff, like, even if you're from this time and have been living in this time. However, I completely felt I don't even know how to describe it. It was just so cool. I did it for the second book too, which I had to switch the music because the first one was a little too accurately creepy. And I started the book at night with that music, so that was probably not the best plan. Anyway, back to this one. It was really good. 3.5, yada yada yada. I already said all this. Would I recommend it? Yes and no. Like I said, read at your own risk. It does not cover everything. If you don't like space or stuff like that, then it's definitely not your style. But I don't think you would think it was your style, but just based on the cover. That was a very weird face. I was staring directly at myself while I made it. Anyway, I don't really think I have that much more to say on it specifically. It did not have, or if it did, it had like a bare minimum, like only a couple of times of any bad words in it, which I was very appreciative of, because I do not like those in my books. But I think that's all I have to say for that one, and now we can move on to my second one. Moving on to The Peculiar, let's try not to get a glare, by Stefan Bachman. I think that's how you say it. This one is considered middle grade, which honestly, like middle grade as in 9 and up. I would definitely suggest that this would be older, at least like 12 or 13. I mean, personally, I was not a fan entirely of all of the subjects in here. Like, it wasn't, like, inappropriate or something like that. It was just, like, mature, dark themes, I would say. So, I would look up the content warnings. I need to see what other content warnings there are, because I only looked on Storygraph, and they didn't really have that much. So, actually, I'm going to do that real quick so that I can give you guys some knowledgeable info if I find anything. Are there content warnings on Goodreads? I thought there were, but I'm not finding any. If I'm completely clueless and missing it, feel free to let me know down in the comments, but, you know. Yeah, I honestly can't find anything. The only way I found something was by searching it and having the AI overview. Automatic, I didn't ask for AI, it was just there. But contains several content warnings as a whole. It features vivid descriptions of nightmarish creatures and sly, vicious methods, along with instances of two-faced deceit. Includes some violent fight sequences and has general scary setting. I have no idea why this is rated 9 and up. I would say 13 at least. I was not comfortable with all of it, especially with the music that I chose. But that was my fault. It did make it more immersive, yes, but way too much. Note to self, figure out the full flow, and don't read 15 minutes of the book, 15 minutes in the book, with the creepy music, knowing that it's too creepy for you. switch the music sooner. I'm not talking to you. I mean, maybe I am. Maybe this will be helpful. But just switch the music. But overall, this was a very interesting book. It is the first in a series. I think it only has 2 books. I think it's finished in the second book because there is not a third book in the series. I definitely do want the second book. Mainly for the plot, because now I need to know what happens. I mean, it's very well written. I cannot speak. It's very well written, and it's not like I disliked it as a whole. It just had more stuff that I'm not used to reading. Again, it's just not used to reading it. I did enjoy the way that he wrote, or she, some of the reviews that I just saw while looking for the content warnings were surprising for me to see, because they were like, it felt so boring and it wasn't enthralling for them, which, again, you are entitled to your own opinion. Everyone is. I just don't feel like it was boring or anything like that. I mean, maybe it would have been without the music, now that I'm thinking. So, I don't know. But, well, no, it probably wouldn't have been, because I'm not really bored by stuff that freaks me out. But anyway, for that one, I think I would rate it, what did I rate it? Oh, actually, I rated it on the app. I can just look. I rated it 4 stars. Because it was really imaginative, really well done, thought out well. Just, again, it's only the stuff that I personally am not used to reading about that bothered me. And the fact that it's rated 9 and up when it's clearly not 9 and up. Anyway, I do think that books should have a minimum age, but they should do a little bit better at putting content warnings, or just altering the age range a little bit for some. Also, I'm sorry if the lighting's bad, because it's very cloudy right now, and I thought it was supposed to be sunny. But anyway, I think that's all I have for you guys in this video. Also, I have started hiding my little bookie character somewhere in my videos, so let me know if you saw him, and let me know down in the comments. And if you didn't, feel free to watch through and try and find him. I feel like there was something else I was supposed to mention. Give me a minute and I will get back to you. Okay, I can't think of it. If editing me thinks of what I was going to say, then here you go. But otherwise, bye, and I will see you guys next week. Well, actually, I'll see you guys in about 30 seconds, because I'm probably going to record another video real quick. Anyway, see you guys next week. Bye.